Actually, we've also got all these mugs. You can come and get a mug of sweets if you'd like some sweets with your drink.
Everybody's going to run away before I start this, I think. Right, good evening, everybody. I'm Martin Barrett, as the slide says. Otherwise, I forget in situations like this sometimes because I'm so nervous standing at the front here. Anyway, I am a teacher. I'm a full-time teacher. I teach year 5 and 6. All the resources I'm going to show you are things which I've used in my classroom and ones which I like quite a lot. I was going to share them with you good people. So, I'm just going to go on to my next slide. And the first one, which I happened to notice by coincidence, that Drew actually tweeted out last night. This one is a presentation tool, not one that I've chosen to use for this particular thing, but this is a fantastic child-friendly presentation tool. Now, why it's child-friendly is it's also of cartoons. How good's that? So, all of these different tools you can have in here is the click and drag into the main area of the slide itself. It's done by a timeline, which means that you can have things going in and out all the time. And after all, aren't we bored to death of PowerPoint? I think we are. This isn't PowerPoint, by the way, so I can say that. Right, anyway, so that's the first tool I'm going to share with you. The next one is a fantastic site. I love this one so much. This one, I have spent weeks on this one. This website, you can make narrative stories using a computer program. Now, how many of my year 5 and 6 boys do you think like this one? Every single one of them, and most of the girls as well. Well, I had one that didn't, and yes, anyway, moving swiftly on. Anyway, so you can design, it's true, so you can design all sorts of different games on here, but actually at the core of it, it is a literacy tool. So the characters speak, they interact, you have to choose different options, but in the end, it's all to do with the text. And the characters, there's a narrator in the background, and it's a fantastic website to get children thinking about that storyline, that plot. Because quite often it's something very quickly happens, some boy goes into a school at the end, and that is it. Anyway, let's carry on going. So that one's story bricks. There is a link to this presentation at the end because I know I speak far too fast and I present even faster than that. This one is Zondel. This is a website where you can make quizzes about anything you want to. You can share it online and you can also embed it onto your website. Now at the moment, because I'm a year 5-6 teacher, I am embedded into the SPAC test, which is very, very unfortunate. But luckily, Zondel has come to the rescue because you can do all sorts of different literacy activities with this. And it's multiple choice, so it can be true or false, or you can say pick the correct answer. And as you can see, the children, this is not a child, this is me, trying to record and pick the right answer at the same time. As you can see, I'm failing miserably. And as you can see, there's closed text options, but there's also things where you can put in the correct answers and other things as well. So it's a wonderful site for making quizzes on anything, and you can embed it into your website and share it by email and all sorts of different things at the same time. Right, the next one. Right, this is Schoolbo, which is a recent find of mine. It's a game site where you can play games online with people all over the world. It is completely anonymous, so the children are obviously perfectly safe with it. But it's a fantastic game for practicing basic skills. You can go all the way down from year 1 all the way up to year 6 with this particular one, and probably beyond as well. It starts multiple choice, it gets more complicated than that. And as you can see, the graphics are spectacular. And the games are all made for you, so you don't have to make any of these, and it's progressive. It's based on the American curriculum, but it's broadly similar to ours, as you can imagine. It does have an English spelling option, which is obviously very handy. But as you can see, it is a fantastic, visually stunning resource. And also, it sits on your local machine, which means it doesn't run lightning fast as well, which is obviously very good for when you've got 34 in your class and saying, Mr. Barrett, it's not working again. Moving swiftly on. Right, this one is Project Noah. This is a website where you can upload images and information about plants, animals, and other interesting things you find around your local area. Might find 1 or 2 teachers on there as well, I'm not quite sure. Where you can upload all sorts of information. So it's a fantastic nature trail resource, but also it acts as a guide, because all of these people uploading all over the world are sharing all of their different resources, all of their different photographs. It is Creative Commons, which means you can take images from this site, and there's a user agreement for that, so again, it's a good resource to find pictures of animals and plants. It's also got a geocaching element to it as well. For those people who don't know, that means that you try to search for something and you plot its location using GPS. And it's a wonderful way to explore your local environment. And there is an Apple app and an Android app, so it's also mobile as well. You can also upload photos and locations anywhere you want to, also on the website. Right. A couple of years ago, I watched a bean for about a week. It was a slow week, as you can probably imagine. Oh, it did other things as well, of course. I didn't just sit there, of course. I used this fantastic piece of software. It's a tiny little program which sits on your computer, and it simply takes a photo whenever you want to, at regular intervals. And you can put all of those together, run them, and you have an instant time-lapse video. It's a simple Windows and Mac resource, and all it needs is a webcam. You can have more technical cameras if you want to, you don't have to. And it's downloadable at the link, and as I said, this will be shared at the end. You don't just have to watch beans, which is quite good. Right, this is one for the secondary school teachers, because my classroom, we do some physics, usually swinging things around our head, like coats and that sort of thing, but we try to keep that to a minimum. And the children too. So this particular website, the creator uploads a video roughly every week or so about interesting different science or physics problems that they're coming up with, and ideas and things which are in the news as well. Not all of them are suitable for very young children, it has to be said, so do pick them carefully. But again, you can embed it onto your website and get all sorts of interesting conversations going. And there are some wonderful insights into the universe on here, which is much more above the primary school teacher like myself. Right, this is a very recent website that I found. I actually found this one at at BET this year on the Pearson stand. It is a Pearson resource, but it's free, which is good, we like that. It's a website which they've taken lots of the games from their Abacus resource and have made it free, public available, which is rather nice. It's set out into different categories of age, and the games look very much like this. It's very interactive, it uses Flash, it's fast, it's fun, it's free, and there's probably something else we're going to go with as well, which I can't think of right now. 10 seconds. Right, well, I better stop there and go straight to the end. As I said, there is links to all of these things on my website, which is down the bottom down there, and I will leave it there. And if you want to see any of this, you can also talk to me at ICT Magic, which is my Twitter name.